Well, it's too late for that. So there's a ton of wrestling this week, but there was also wrestling this past weekend. And man, are we disappointed?
Right into it.
Did it come up? This fucking shit. Go. Oh my god, I hate everything. I hate technology. I hate it all. I hate it all. But I don't hate it more than I hate the result. I think we all knew this was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
For those not familiar with Polaco Watch, about 2 months ago, it was announced that Just Incredible would be on a Midwest All-Star Wrestling show with Handsome Kevin, who Handsome Kevin bought some fancy underwear and a book from him several years ago, Aldo Montoya style, and he never received the goods he paid for.
Sure.
So we have been doing a Polaco Watch leading up to this very exciting moment where Handsome Kevin would possibly be sharing a locker room with PJ Polaco, Just Incredible. We had the Maven video a couple weeks ago where Maven sat down and confronted PJ. I think Grimm's toy show, I think he actually confronted PJ. I saw a video, but I didn't watch it because PJ had said some disparaging things about Grimm during the sit down with Maven. And then we left last Monday's show. And I think I was more excited for Midwest All-Star Wrestling, PJ Polaco versus Handsome Kevin. And then Friday morning. You want to tell us what happened Friday morning, Handsome Kevin?
Well, Friday morning I woke up to actually was a text message that came in Thursday night from another performer on the Minnesota scene out here that asked me if I had won the bet, and I didn't know exactly what he was talking about. So I kind of gave it a moment, and I hopped on the socials there, and I saw the announcement that old Peach, he wasn't making his dates, and again, not a shocker to absolutely anybody that was at the event, any fans that went to the event, anybody in the locker, nobody at all was like, holy shit, PJ making it. Like everybody pretty much understood this was going to be the situation. I will say I'm very happy to announce that the promoter is not out anything. He was actually being vended by one of his friends, supposedly. So the promotions,
is the vendor out anything?
Well, see, and that's the thing, like the only thing that ended up happening that would be, I guess, sucks for the promotion was that they did get the airline ticket, so they ended up getting credit for airline credit, however that works out for the ticket. So technically they're not out anything. I guess there was a couple of times where the promotion was even like, I don't even like, is this going to actually be a thing? You know what I mean? Like leading into this, and the Maven video came out and all that. It sounds to me like they were never really, they were never solid on the fact that he would show up is the way it kind of sounded, but they were just kind of basing off the goodwill of the guy that said that, you know, he was vending PJ and PJ has changed. And he just wants the opportunity to be there and all that type of stuff. So the excuse that he gave was an excuse that he's given numerous times before. He's not going to be able to fly. And it's just, you know, he's numerous times he said not going to be able to fly. So that's how that ended up. Old Pidger didn't make his date. So not a shocker there. A lot of other guys there, super crazy, did not make it either.
Oh,
Nice.
Yep, super crazy. Got he didn't make his flight out of Tijuana.
Do we have to start a super crazy watch next week?
I don't think we need to start a super crazy watch. He'll make a date for the promotion. But yeah, that Polaco stuff was just it all, like, I saw the messages. It all felt like bullshit. Regular, just PJ bullshit. So not a shocker. I did get to hang out with old Mr. JL for a good chunk of time. Great guy, still the nicest guy in wrestling. Got to hang out with Gertner a little bit. Still a great guy. The Dudleys were left before the show started. So
what Bubba and Bully? Bubba and Devon?
Bubba and Devon, yeah, yep. Perry was there. Perry, I got to tell you, man, that was weird. He sat at his table with his hoodie on over his head, so you couldn't even really tell that it was him. Like, he just sat there. He didn't bring like a background or anything like that. He just had some shit on a table and sat there with his hood up. So like, you would have to like be like, who the fuck is that? Go over to him and be like, hey, how are you to figure out who the fuck is that? That was weird as shit. So
did you talk to Perry Saturn? Because that was the name that jumped out at me when you had sent that in the text message.
No more than hey man, it's a pleasure to meet you. Appreciate your work. And he just
where his fucking mop was.
No, none of that, man. Like, it was so weird because he, out of everybody that was there, he came across as the most unapproachable dude. And he's there to like sign autographs. Like, it just looked like it didn't look like he didn't want to be anywhere. Like, just sat there, hood up over his face. Like, it was fucking weird. Like I say, I can't say enough good things about JL. Ming Chen was in the house.
Yeah, so I was on your sleep schedule Friday night going into Saturday morning because I had to be up super early. So just as I was getting to slumber, I saw that Molly had texted me and Tony, and I was half asleep and half awake, and I thought it said, "I just met Meng." I was thinking, who? I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who is Min Chang. I don't know who this is.
Comic book guy is Ming Chang?
Yeah.
I know Ming. He's a good guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
So like, I walked out. It was
Devil's fan.
I walked out and he was talking to Molly, and I just kind of walked up to him and he kind of looked at me. I said, "Are you hitting on my wife?" Oh. And I shook his hand. I gave him a real firm handshake and had my hand on his back. And I said, again, I was like, "Are you hitting on my wife?" And he goes, no, I was talking to her. And I was like, wait, so my wife's, and he goes, no, she's beautiful. But I wouldn't do, what I mean is, and he just goes, I'm gay. Gotcha, Ming. No, he was a super nice guy. Really enjoyed my time with him. He actually was like a guest manager for one of the talents that night, and that was a very cool situation too.
Yeah,
Speaking of managers, it didn't look like your
studios once.
It didn't look like your guy did very well this weekend.
So watch your fucking mouth, all right?
Oh, Hansel Kevin, manager of losers.
No, not at all. Still the Canadian Warriors champion.
The fuck does that mean?
Still got a belt.
I got a fucking belt. Brundo's got a belt.
Yeah, might have dropped one, but he's still got his other one. Still got another one. So yeah. But as far as Polaco goes, that was it's a tough luck situation.
Man, I was I think deep down inside I knew he wasn't going to show up, but part of me, just for this program, I was really hoping that he showed up because I think the story would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. Would have been amazing. Matthew Birch is in the chat. He says the Grimm video talks about Grimm approaching PJ at a signing a few years ago because PJ owed him money for missing a show that Grimm booked him on. Again, didn't watch the video, just saw the headline. Scott George wants to know, does PJ know where or if Minnesota is a state? I think that's a good question.
It's not bad.
That's fair.
Alan Day pops in. Monday you'll meet him, KJG. And he says, Duke has 2 belts.
Old Dookie 2 belts, yep.
So hold his pants up because he has a giant hog. Massive
wouldn't
wiener.
that hold his pants up though?
2 belts or his massive wiener?
It's got to hold it in.
Massive wiener.
Hold it in.
It's probably like a Slim Jim. It's like thin and long.
One of those Slim Jim XLs.
Not enough
Yeah.
girth.
Yeah, you can hear Duke Bags on the Year of Duke and Rogue on the Shining Wizards Network.
You sure can. Just started a new season.
Now, gentlemen, my question to you, do we continue the Polaco Watch? Because Twitter is pretty quiet over here. He has retweeted something Tommy Dreamer retweeted yesterday about the first ever ECW pay-per-view. Yesterday was the 28th year since Barely Legal. And then a couple days ago, he retweeted when the Impact players retained the tag titles over, it looks like Chris Chetty and Supernova.
I think Polaco Watch has to go on. I think it has to. And I texted you guys. I said he's going to do what he normally does when he fucks somebody over. He'll go quiet on Twitter for a couple of days leading in and a couple of days after. And then after that, he'll come out with some I hate trans tweets.
All right. So the Polaco Watch continues.
Love it.
When Tony returns from Florida, he's going to have to fix that banner, though. Because I think it says, will he show up in Minnesota? Now it's, maybe we just change it to, will he show up? Right?
The Polaco Watch death clock. Is
Now,
he still with
he-
us?
Oh, did anyone take him in the pool?
No.